Diana is gone. It's tragic, but she passed away 25 years ago, and now everybody should just let her rest peacefully. The only problem, though, is that Harry keeps on bringing up his mother and what she was like. He didn't even really know, and he loves to talk about what she would be like today, but still, Harry does not have a clue. Now, as for Diana going to the coronation of King Charles and Queen Camilla, I don't know. I'm not really sure if she would come. But would Diana begrudge Charles's second wife's position in the monarchy? Well, absolutely not. I'm sure that she would have made peace with the situation in her own way. Most exes move on, and when they share kids, they try to get along as well as they possibly can. I'm sure that Diana would have remarried. She was looking for love, so maybe she would have been at the coronation. I am certain, though, that if Lady Diana had not passed away, she certainly would have remarried. Maybe she would have remarried somebody from a different background, different religion, different ethnicity. Somebody with a family, or maybe she would have had a second family. And what would Prince Harry do then? Would Harry be willing to welcome a new stepfather or some new step-siblings? Harry, of course, is the son of the king, so it's expected that he will be there for the most important day of his father's life. This is not about Diana, not in the least. Prince William and Prince Harry both liked Camilla, and they wanted their father to experience happiness after his disastrous marriage to their mother. They still have a lot of love for their late mother that's never going to change. But life has to go on, and now Charles is the king. Harry should come because he respects his father and the monarchy as a whole. If his mother had not passed away, would we still be seeing this display of jealousy from Harry? Harry is truly his own worst enemy insofar as he cannot see beyond his navel. Shame, shame, shame on him for continuing all of this nonsense, all of this drama, and trying to make the king's special day all about him. So the latest news is that Harry might not show up to the coronation. It could be rumors coming from nowhere important. But if Harry dares to skip out on this important day, he is never going to recover from that decision. The royals are going to forever hold that against him, and he's going to be distrusted and despised even more than he is now. As much as I don't like him personally, I think that he should be an adult and he should show up. And if nobody speaks to him, well, he has to understand that's his own fault. He has to lie in that bed that he made for himself. It doesn't matter if he doesn't like it. This is all about the king and Queen Camilla too. That is the point of the weekend. People expect Harry to attend, and he better attend. He better shut up too. Why can Harry not take a cue from his older brother? I mean, William has such a good head on his shoulders. He's got a lot of sense. Harry should really pay attention to him and try to be like him instead of just being so jealous of him all the time. But then again, when did he ever do that? Ugh, that's not who Harry is. I guess we're just going to have to see what happens on Saturday. And if for some reason Harry does not show up, then all right, fine. His presence or absence is not important and shouldn't do anything to distract from the importance of King Charles and Queen Camilla being crowned. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event. And if Harry's there to respect and support his father, well, great. But if he doesn't want to do that, that's all right. That's going to be his cross to bear. That will be a line in the sand that cannot be erased. Harry has painted himself in a corner in this whole situation. He should have listened to his older brother, and he should have waited a little longer before marrying that horrible woman. Now, let's all focus on the coronation, a truly beautiful historical event. Agree with it, like it or not, it's going to be so fascinating to watch. But by doing everything that he has done, see, they have gotten themselves into a mess that they made. They're damned if they come because they look like hypocrites. They're damned if they don't because then they're more irrelevant than they already are. And it's going to be so disrespectful if Harry runs off without even saying hello to get back to a 4-year-old's birthday party. An invisible 4-year-old who I am not even convinced exists. He'll be booed and he'll be jeered if he stays longer. Obviously, Charles is not going to focus on this spoiled brat of a son. And we'll just have to see what Charles does with the gruesome twosome after the coronation. Only time will tell, and we may never know for sure. Unfortunately, you cannot force an addict into recovery. And it seems as though Harry is perfectly happy doing all those drugs because he has bragged about it multiple times. I think in the past, Harry actually did a little stint in rehab. I've got to wonder, though, why in the world is he even coming to the coronation? He doesn't want to burn any bridges, maybe, if there is money that might be coming to him. Maybe he needs a slap in the face. Maybe he needs some tough love. Now, if King Charles is giving Harry money, then I'm afraid he's not helping Harry whatsoever. He's only feeding his addictions. A lot of people are also saying that Charles knows what he's doing, that he's playing the long game, and that he may be taking away several titles, not only Harry and Meghan's, but other people's too. I don't know how he's going to go about doing that without demeaning other people. That could be a big problem. My suspicion is that a loss of title may have to be because the holders are not working royals. He just gave Edward a title, and the elderly working royals deserve to keep their titles, even if they're not as active as they were in the past. They've got a good excuse. I could see people like Eugenie and Beatrice and maybe Andrew losing their titles, though, because they're not working royals. Royal expert Miss Angela Levin has weighed in on the situation, explaining, "Even if King Charles strips titles, don't invite, I believe he will continue to support Prince Harry. Neither of the two of them has gainful employment, and the well has run dry on their royal gossip. Their contracts will be or are gone with various entities. And I think Harry loves the lawless life he lives in California, with no responsibilities and technically nobody to answer to. So he will continue being his drug-loving, abusing woman self and a paycheck with a cherry on top. I suppose we will know this answer when we no longer hear of lucrative deals to Harry and Meghan Markle, and they are still living their glorious life while they remain unemployed. As far as the invisible children go, I suppose we will never see photographs of them and continue with borrowed children in their place. If they truly don't exist, they got away with a scam unlike no other. Of course, with a little help from friends and family, after the coronation, hopefully, we will be rid of them for an extended amount of time, and we can all say good riddance to Harry as he boards, hopefully his final time, the plane to California. Finally, the Sussexes should be stripped of titles because they betrayed the monarchy, not because Charles is claiming to slim down the British monarchy. I know that slimming down European monarchies is in vogue right now. I am not exactly sure why. Unlike these monarchies, the British monarchy is very public. There is a lot of work to be done. After gutting it, who would be left to carry the load? Charles and Camilla are elderly, as are Anne and Edward. Who knows how long they will be able to carry the load at their advanced ages? William's children have a way to go before they can assume royal duties, if they even decide to do so. In those changing times representing the values of Western civilizations, it seems it would serve those in Western civilization better if the British monarchy was strengthened, not weakened. I agree that members of European royal families should not exploit their titles the way the Sussexes have. But stripping titles within families, I cannot see a more effective way to cause hefty emotional and irreparable divisions within families. I personally believe Meghan was told not to come to the coronation, and that her putting out all these BS puff pieces is a way for her to save face. I have read that King Charles III has said she is never to set foot in any royal residence again, nor ever meet with him again. I also believe that the axe will fall on the deceitful duo once the coronation is over. As you said, the day after Harry's memoir of lies was published, Frogmore was taken away. I think there are more consequences going on behind the scenes than we know. At least I hope so.